Yeah, you're good.
You good? Okay. So my story starts about 6 years ago. So work at QVC, I'm sitting in my cubicle, and the phone rings, right? So it happens every day. Phone rings, it's my sister, my grandmother passed away. She's, 95, she died, etc. One of those things. So, live in Westchester. My family's all from Los Angeles. Everyone born and raised there. I was born and raised there. So, have to take the trip back and go back to LA. So, travel back, and very small family with the Schillers. So basically, my mother was an only child, and this was my father's mother, and he had one brother who lived in Hawaii when I was young. Lived in Hawaii his whole life. So I have two cousins. Barely ever saw them. You know what I mean? Every once in a while we'd go to Hawaii, which was nice. But I think maybe, as my growing up, I think I've seen them 6 times. Saw my uncle maybe 10 because he came out more often for business. So go to the funeral, nice funeral, small, etc. And basically, start talking to my uncle and my cousins that, I almost really don't know, So we're chatting and etc. And we all spend an extra day so that this is an opportunity, unfortunately, for a sad reason, but an opportunity to kind of, get to see each other again and catch up. So very nice time and getting to know these people again and really enjoying, spending some time with them, really clicking. The cousin barely talk to, Facebook every once in a while, I'll see a little thing. Oh, they have kids my age also, etc. I had a kid, Benjamin, around this time, and he's around 3 years old. Time to go back to Westchester and go back to work, and uncle and my 2 cousins definitely give me a ride to the airport. We're all leaving around the same time and coordinating. So we're driving to the airport and just chatting, have a really nice time, etc. And my phone rings, my cell phone rings. It's my wife. My wife says to me, Benjamin got invited to go to the circus. Right? Big deal, right? So I'm an avid circus hater, okay? So I hate the circus. I think, all the cruelty to animals and the lions and the it's just like, no, And then I get the whole thing of, what about the zoo? Do you hate the zoo? No, the zoo's okay because they learn and you get, so the whole thing. So my wife says to me, well, what do you want to do? Because we've actually had conversations before we had kids about the zoo. About the circus. Will we take our kids to the circus? Circus Soleil's okay, by the way. That's fine. They can be cruel to each other. But so, is that okay? And so, talking to my wife, and my cousin and my uncle are still talking. I said, I really don't want him to go to the circus. You know what I mean? It really offends me. But all his friends are going to go. He's going to be probably the only kid out of the class that doesn't go, and etc. And so this becomes, maybe about a 10, 15-minute conversation. And, every once in a while I get a look from the cousin, what are they talking about, So eventually I give in. Okay, you know what? We'll have a talk with Benjamin. We'll talk about it, and we'll tell him we really don't believe in the circus, but it's okay to go, and etc. And have that whole talk, what I imagine, the sex talk will be like. And so, hang up the phone, and everyone's like, well, what was that all about? Because, we got, I don't want to say it was heated, but we got into a little bit of discussion. Alicia felt he should go, and I really felt strongly. So I explained my stance. I don't think, that the circus is great, people shouldn't go to the circus. I said, I root when the elephant stampedes. Dead silence. You want to talk about crickets? The whole car goes deadly silence.
Wow.
Why? Now these are people that I'm just getting reacquainted with. What? My uncle says, my best friend was stampeded by an elephant. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said, there's you look on the internet, my friends, leave this and you look on the internet. There is a famous stampeding elephant in Hawaii. Now, I don't even know how they got the elephant to Hawaii, but there was a famous stampeding elephant in Hawaii that his friend was in the muckst of it and got stampeded and trampled over and etc. And needless to say, we don't talk much very often.
Oh.
That's my story.